Shining star of mine, hold tight. Don't fight the power. Moonlight burning the flower. Hold tight, don't fight the power. Firelight burning the tower. Hold tight, don't fight, don't lose the power.
A perfect score.
All right, Gil, off. You need to stop chewing on my goddamn shoes.
Give the man a break.
A little comfort and company doesn't sound bad.
He's comfort eating. He's stressed. His girlfriend told him to kill himself.
Oh, but if we tell that to Astarion, he's just gonna start killing our party members.
He hates people!
Excuse me?
Hello. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, how was it that I got here? Well,
Which sucks.
Jameson.
Sorry,
Okay,
go on.
so our VOD decided to just delete itself.
Yeah, okay.
And it was this episode, so...
Let me fucking... Okay, first of all, hey, Titan, thank you for the resub. So the way I upload these is I take the VODs, I cut them up, and I upload them. That's why every episode turns into, like, minimum 2 parts, unless they're super short. I think they're a little more digestible that way, in case someone wants to go back and re-experience this horse shit we do. And one of those VODs just got that you have like 2 weeks to do it before they delete themselves or something like that. And I swear to God, and it gives you a warning. And I swear to God, it gave me no warning. Like, it was there, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do this in the morning. And I went back in the morning, and it was fucking gone. So we're doing this again.
Yes,
because
the good thing is, last time we did this forever until we changed the difficulty, and then we got it on the second try. So we've already learned our lesson here. And also, it is this fight and a couple of cutscenes, and then we can go back to what we were doing. I already have the save file.
Yeah.
So we're literally just replaying a save file right now.
So everyone watching this on YouTube, this is looking super weird, because what I'm planning on doing, and I hope I actually commit to doing this, I don't just say this, I'm going to take this entire bit, I'm going to cut it, because it's not going to be super long, I hope. I'm going to stitch it onto the beginning of the stream that was supposed to come after we finish this, and then we're going to cut back to, like, the actual timeline. So, like, we're going to jump back in time, like, what, 2 weeks after we finish this for the YouTube viewers?
Yeah.
Can we sack Astarion? I fucking wish.
No, we're not sacking Astarion. Astarion's gonna sack us, but we'll get that.
Yeah, because we have to do all the scenes after. If I remember correctly, all we did in that stream was we fought this fucking guy for like 2 hours. We did the cutscenes after with Astarion, Karlach, and I believe Halsin. I think. And then we were done. We got ready to do Jaheira's quest right after, and we saved it for the next stream because that was going to take multiple streams.
Yes.
So this should not take very long, I think.
And something else I would also like to just say before we do get started on this as well. You may hear me repeat conversations, especially with Astarion. He's a very big, important character to me, honestly. So I apologize if for our regulars who come in, just hear me re-talk about some of those things, because I think they're important topics to be discussed in general, never mind about the game. And I'm
those
also
got
going to
completely
apologize, because I always sob when I get to this certain point.
Yeah.
So
and
you're
those
going to
got,
see
like,
me cry
completely
again,
lost.
and I already did my skincare, so it's going to get everywhere. But without further ado...
Actually, maybe it would make more sense if I cut off part of, like, the stream where we were trying to fight this guy for, like, 2 hours and stitched onto the end of that stream. Sorry, go on.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, so don't skip any of these, I guess.
I'm not, yeah.
Is this truly our prodigal son?
And we apologize. I know this is kind of weird to rewatch shit we've already done for our regulars, but we want to make sure, especially with a lot of our gaming content, we want to make sure that YouTube has an archive of 99.9% of the shit we already stream. So it's like...
You've never forgiven anything.
This is our best solution. The other solution would be to, like... The other two solutions I could think of are finish the whole game and then go back and, like, just have it be like, oh, the lost episode, but that's way lamer, I think, and there's a good chance we'll forget.
And especially, it sucks it's this episode, which I feel like is...
You're telling me.
...really important, and, like, I
It couldn't
heavily
be-
resonate with this content. You know
It
what I
couldn't be
mean?
it couldn't have been the stream where we spent 30 minutes doing nothing but looking for lockpicks. Like, seriously? Like...
They told me you had changed.
And I also kind of wish we didn't talk over this, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Child. Did I not bless you with our immortal gift? Did I not make you?
But I figured
what
I
you
might as well
are?
just jump back into what I was talking about around this point when we streamed last time. It's, as I've already kind of mentioned, you know, I've come from a place of pretty extreme trauma, and to be able to see a trauma survivor kind of stand up to his abuser like this and choose to break the cycle of abuse, I think is a really cool story to do, especially with someone who's, like, been abused. But
Yeah, no, they, yeah,
I heavily relate to Astarion.
But today,
And I love his character and his character arc and the plot, especially from the choices you make after this fight, which hopefully we'll see soon.
yeah. If I may be allowed to, turn this into a place of bitching. I get like what they're going for at Cazador is they're trying to make him look and sound kind of like a normal dude to play up what you were just saying, but man, he is the most boring fucking character in this entire game.
He is, but I also think that's kind of the important thing, is realizing, you know, the most monstrous of people are going to just be people at the end of the day.
Yeah, but he looks like a dude who dies in one hit in like a Jackie Chan movie. Like,
Yeah. I also did change my Steam profile stuff, so I don't have Astarion as the little profile pic anymore. I have a Halloween cat.
Awesome.
I do love the Astarion profile pic, but I saw the animated Halloween cat and I was like, ooh.
Don't worry, like watching this is suffer shame. The fight sucks. Yeah, no, honestly, I kind of wish it was like a one-on-one between Astarion and Cazador, frankly.
Honestly, I think that would be really cool, but at the same time...
I understand the point is supposed to be like, oh, your friends are helping
God
you and
damn
blah,
it,
blah,
I'm
blah.
fucking
but, like,
nauseous.
oh, wow, this fight not going well, imagine.
No, because I'm supposed to cast Daylight, remember?
Yeah, the other option we probably could have gone with is like just recording this on our own without streaming it, like recording, you know, like, you know, classic Let's Play mode and then just upload it after and be like, hey, this, but then we wouldn't have chat or anything, so it's like,
Right.
would be kind of dog shit. Would just be like really weird and out of place.
This fight
Compared to the
used
rest of our
to
channel.
not be this difficult. You used to be able to shove Cazador off the edge, and then he would just sit in his coffin, and then you would just kill everything else. They have recently made this fight way harder. It also didn't really have, like, the ritual stuff where there was, like, a time limit, as far as I remember.
The
But the first time I
priorities,
beat this, it did not take this long. It was not this hard.
the priorities that these game devs have for like the shit that they need to quote unquote fix and the shit that they feel the need to just leave alone is fucking baffling to me.
I disagree. I mean, this feels more like a D&D fight to me than being like, oh, hee, shove off the edge, and a guy who has Misty can just die?
If you were a player in a D&D game and your fucking DM unironically was like, yeah, by the way, before the fight starts, the vampire summoned 12 bats, 5 werewolves, 2 liches, you just walk away from the table, because that dude cannot DM. Like that is like you don't play with that guy.
Well, Bab, you remember why you had Halsin is for the spells.
Well, that sucks.
Alright, so we'll have to do this again. The AoEs are really important for this one.
You know what's a fucking AoE?
Eldritch Blast is not an AoE.
It is when I multi-target it.
No, but it's area of effect. It's not your targets necessarily. We are currently on the easiest setting just so we can get this content onto YouTube. And then we will be going back to balanced for our regular stuff.
Because the point of this is to salvage what we lost.
Exactly.
So I apologize if some of you are watching this like in the future or something, or have no idea what Baldur's Gate is. That is kind of like an anticlimax, but just know this is at least, counting all the times we tried to do this and died, this I think is at least the 12th time we've done this fucking fight.
Yeah.
Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its progress?
Pepper, for fuck's sake. Hang on a second, boys. I need to like kick a cat out of this room. Hold on. There you go. Sorry. Pepper's like favorite place to play is on top of and directly below like the little table holding up my computer tower, and I'm always afraid she's gonna like yank a cable out on accident. Shout out to that one stream of Persona 4 that she almost completely ruined.
Oof. So I cast Daylight on the casket.
Okay.
So that should help a bit. But we pretty much just gotta beat the shit out of Cazador.
Yeah. Which he is still... Oh no, he's like on the floor.
He's right over here.
Yes.
I can't really point.
So how's everybody else doing? What's happening, boys? We haven't streamed in a little while. I kind of had to take like last week off like mental health type
Yeah,
shit.
my brain no good.
Mine either, if it helps.
I literally went to the emergency room because I was having chest pains and thought I was having a heart attack because I was so stressed out.
Yes, yes. And they basically were like, nah, famo, you're just stressed to shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I know, but...
I only have one more week of weekends. And then I start overnights next week. So next week I'm probably going to be a little stressed just because it's a lot of working in a row, but...
Yeah, but you'll be fine.
Once I adjust to it, it'll be fine.
It's literally like what you've been waiting for this whole time.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think it was Titan. I don't remember if he mentioned this during this fight or one of the last ones, like, but it was, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I literally don't know if we have footage of him saying it. In D&D, right, it is important to give, like, a boss enemy some extra shit so you, like, all your players don't just gang fuck the guy, because action economy is, like, an insanely important part of D&D. This game, I feel like, goes way too far. Because, like, look at all these enemies.
Yeah, but
It's not
also,
like
it's shit like bats. It's meant to be junk.
most of them aren't junk, though. Most of them are these, like, ghouls that literally make you lose entire turns and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it costs this dude any sort of resource to summon dudes. The game just gives him more dudes.
Do we have... Hold on.
Yeah, remember, this save file does not matter. Use up whatever items you want.
Potion of Speed. God damn it.
His first turn should be so... Yeah, or, like, I don't know, something that is some resource, instead of just the game being like, shit, give him more dudes, more dudes, more dudes. Like, this game treats its bosses like they're, like, WoW raid bosses. We have, like, 30 friends killing all the trash for you, you know?
I don't know. I I like that. I like the challenge some of the fights bring, and you really gotta use your fucking noodle.
I feel like it's not really a challenge, though, because, like, there's no strategy, it's just hope you can kill all the dudes before the dudes overwhelm you. Like, and that's not a strategy, that's just fucking, like... That's just hit your head against the wall. Health was a legendary yeah, fuck it. That's the point of legendary actions. Yeah, that is 100% the point of legendary actions. And I think we've only fought one boss with legendary actions, and that was like the Grim Reaper or something? Like, Cazador 100% should have legendary actions. He probably doesn't like hard mode or something, but I'm not about to find out. They have no high difficulty. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, right, we gave him Lucky. I think it's also because I feel like every fucking fight is like this. And that's why
we were also playing on Tactician.
That's not
meant to be hard. But
I'm not
I have
talking about
also beat this on honor mode, so...
Right, but I'm not speaking about difficulty at this point. I'm speaking about, like, the encounter design. It doesn't matter if it's easy or hard at that point. It's annoying that they're all so samey. I think every difficulty should have them balance it around them. That would be an interesting way to do it. Like, give them different actions they can do.
I agree.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. I definitely prefer it in a game where the higher difficulties actually change something instead of just a bigger number.
Well, it does. It adds legendary actions and shit. Like, there's a fight we haven't gotten to yet that is really, really difficult on the difficulty we have it on.
Great.
But, you don't have to worry about it.
Alright, he's dead.
Yeah! Alright. So, what I would do at this point, honestly, is get Halsin to do AoEs. And just get the rest of these fuckers down.
Yeah, I need to, like, on-wild shape him, or hope that he can use that to soak up damage and then get forced out of wild shape or something.
Yeah.
As well as actually summoning these moves. Yeah, and then, like, on the higher difficulties, you can summon, like, more complicated enemies. Like, on easy, maybe it's, like, all bats, right? And then, like, on medium, it's, like, a few bats and a few, like, the enemies actually do statuses and shit. And then on hard, then it's, like, all the statuses or something. But, like, I also don't feel like it's a very fun way of doing difficulty when half the time it's just, here's 100 enemies that make you lose a turn. You know? I don't know. I feel bad because, like, I wish I liked this game more. Because, like, some part of me feels like I get why people like this game, but then I think about it more and I'm, like, struggling to figure it out. Like, I'm not saying that just to be, like, an asshole, you know? Like, I hate how often we do one of these games that, like, has a big fan base, and I'm the one who's like, actually, good game is bad game. Like, you know, like, it makes me feel like a fucking, like, a rage-baiting dickhead, but, like, I genuinely...
because everybody has different opinions about games, you know what I mean? You tend to really... Yeah. The reason why I put us on this, on Tactician, is because I know you like to strategize. I thought you would find that fun, but I can also see, like, every point you come up with is a valid point. However, this is still one of my favorite games of all time. But there have been a lot of issues on multiplayer I had not experienced on single player at all.
Which is fucking insane. The amount, this game being so ungodly, unoptimized for multiplayer baffles the shit out of me. Like, how is it this bad?
Like, some of the fights were really still this hard, but, like...
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about, like...
I haven't run into that many, like, glitching or desyncing or, like... Yeah. The only tiny glitch I really got was when this game first came out in Act 1, and I started having visual glitches where it looked like they were just wearing pitch black. Like,
yeah, no, we have had... Loading. We've had multiple desyncs. We've had multiple, like, instances of, like, assets on one end just not fucking loading. We've had entire quests not load. Remember, like, part of Jahira's quest just got eaten.
But that's also due to something else we already triggered. It's just they don't have... You just kind of have to work your way around it.
Right, but it's weird to me that this game has, like, a failsafe where if you kill, like, 7 characters who literally don't exist unless you kill the previous 6 characters, like, they have failsafes for that, so shit makes sense, but they don't have failsafe for, like, an actual main quest. With, like, a party member from another entry in this game that people liked. Again, I feel like their priorities with some of the shit in this game is insane to me. Like, this game has insane, like, multiplayer issues and shit just not loading. Meanwhile, the patch notes are like, we added 7 new kissing animations. Like, motherfucker, that is not what you got a budget for. That is not what the budget is for.
Good thing is, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're going to do this in the first try.
Well, yeah.
We might be able to, like, actually load the other file today.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, that's why we put on easy mode, so we could just do that.
With haste.
What's that guy up there? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the shit that annoys me with this game is baked into, like, its design. Like, it doesn't even have to do with the difficulty. I think the higher difficulties of this game are bullshit and, like, not designed well, but that's a different issue I have.
I feel like we're going to have a huge debate at the end of the game.
Alright, have Asterion go inspect the stupid coffin.
I'm just going to save just in case. And I'm going to apologize. This part always makes me cry. It's just taking a second to load.
That's also another thing. Why did you take your shirt off?
Because what happens if you choose the bad choice?
I see.
Get your hands off me.
I know the implication is actually supposed to be like his shirt got ripped off during like the ritual thing, but
Not the one in the dirt.
no.
One last thrust. And I'll be free of you.
God, I need Sail to play Persona 3 so I can hear them sob.
I want to play Persona
I'll never
3
have
really
to fear
bad.
you again.
It's very expensive.
But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands?
That game is
hundreds of
much
thousands?
sadder than this
But
shit.
if they
I don't know,
die
this
and I
is pretty
ascend,
sad.
I won't
Like
have to
someone
rely on
being
the
used and
parasite to
abused
walk
for
in the
like a
sun.
billion years and
I'll be
feeling
free.
absolutely no worth
Truly.
is very sad.
Completely.
Of all the shit I give this game and Asterion, just mostly as a gag, I do like Asterian's story for the most part. I think this is handled pretty well. I feel like there's certain bits you could clean up, but it's not anything major. Still better than like fucking Karlach. At least they finished his.
I think the writing in this story is definitely the strong point.
It's off and on for me.
You're right. I can be
I feel like when it's
better.
good, it's very good, and then when it's
But
bad,
I'm
it's
not
like
above doing
laughable.
this.
Just the way he fucking stabs him like crazy, it just fucking cries, like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, this part's great.
Makes me cry every single time.
I've said this before, mostly as like a joke, but like honestly, it's not even a joke. It's like if you guys wanted to make a game about Astarion, you could have just made it about him. Like I feel like they put a lot more effort into this guy than everyone else for no reason.
I disagree, but you also haven't done all the other storylines yet.
Based on what I've seen,
Is it over? Is he?
And like, you haven't even seen what happens if you choose to let him go through with the Ascension. Like, he completely turns into a fucking evil prick.
no,
It's
I've seen
so
enough.
sad.
I've seen enough clips on TikTok.
It means you have a choice. You can
And
hide
also,
here,
like,
living in the shadows
I
like
think it's so great.
parasites. Or you could be more
Let me
than what he
rephrase
made us
that.
to be.
I think
You can choose
it's
differently,
really
of course.
empowering.
But
The voice actor
consequences are
of
on your
Astarion, Neil Newbon,
And
is also a survivor
does
of
it mean
very
for
similar
them?
abuse. He had a very big hand in the way Astarion was
Now
made
that
and his
is a
storyline
question.
because it related
Cazador's
to him.
staff controlled everything during
And I
the
think
ritual.
like you can see
If it
that
controls the
in the
cells
character,
too, you could decide
which makes
their
it much
fate.
more powerful. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things where,
They deserve a chance at life.
again, I think this makes no sense. Halston should not be okay with this as
I
a
think
druid.
Halston absolutely should be okay with it, and I think he's okay with it because I
shouldn't have
feel
to
like
suffer
the
just because I-
Astarion Halston polycule is
lured them
pretty
here.
common.
Okay, sure, but like they're also vampiric spawn who are affronts to nature and God. But anyway,
Not necessarily.
yeah, 100% necessarily
They are
vampires are
people
not
that
natural.
were converted to vampirism. It doesn't mean that they're going to destroy everything.
What the fuck? It's one of those things where it's like, because this is at the end of the day a plot about like abuse, even if it is exacerbated a bit, because you know most people abusing someone are not doing it so they can consume them and become a vampire god. But
It's
like,
still done in such a way.
it's-
You hear so much about Cazador and how scary Cazador is, and you walk in and he's just a dude.
yeah, it's like it's weirdly realistic, right? Because it's just an abuse story versus like a plot about like, oh, I need to go kill like this magic dragon or something. You know what I mean? It's something you can relate to a lot easier, and that makes it a lot more.
Even Karlach's story
I
is
think we're
something
done
that's
here.
really relatable, but I
Let's
can't
go.
talk about it till the end of the game.
You've told me a bit about it, and I don't think we're ever gonna even get that deep.
Such a
We will.
headache.
All right, there's no need to loot anything because we're gonna leave. So
After all these
And this part
Yes,
especially is just so
centuries,
grossly
It's really
relatable.
over.
Like,
I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost, what I've gained, it's all so much. And God, all those spawn, free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
you heard the man. Let's dip.
yeah, let's do it, man.
Pave my path with corpses, build my castle with bones.
I think they did a really good job with most of the character stories, but you have not seen all of Karlach's yet.
That is true, but like I have some knowledge about the rest of it.
You don't have
And
the
based-
context for it.
True.
Her ending definitely makes me really upset, but honestly, unpopular opinion, I don't like how they changed it, and we'll get there when we get there.
Children, and you unleash thousands of vampire spawn on the Sword Coast. Why? What madness possessed you?
And I think it's also really refreshing to see an abuse story
Of course
where,
not. I just wish...
it's like even the victim,
I do not know.
like they got corrupted by it. They weren't necessarily the best person
But you were given
when you
an
met them.
impossible choice.
But then
Who's to say
through
what
your
path
choices
is
and
right?
interactions, they chose
We will make
the
it
better
our
option.
duty to
even
find
though it
the
was hard.
spawn that escaped into the Underdark, especially our children.
I think that's
I
really
pray
dope
they
because
can
a lot of people are
resist
like,
the urges of
I'm
their new
abused, and
nature.
then I turn into a
But we
magical,
shall see.
perfect hero person, and I really enjoy
for
how
your
realistic
pale
Astarion
companion,
is, because
we will hunt him
I feel
no
like a lot of
longer,
people in his
unless he
position
gives
who
us
relate to
cause
his
to.
story absolutely
You have my
feel
people's
the pull
thanks.
of just
There will be
darkness,
dark times
and
ahead
almost
for us all,
sometimes might even
but
want
we
to
will
follow that
stand with
darkness,
you
you
as
know?
best we can.
I mean,
Until
not
then,
even from like the perspective of being a conscious choice. It's just they just fuck that kind of shit just messes with your head.
It 100% does, you know? We work with people that kind of shit ruins you for life, but like, you still choose these different things, you know?
Camp, right?
Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, I think I need to go grab Karlak, and then you can talk to Halsin, because I believe you got that scene as well.
Yeah.
When we finish this, I fucking
think that's
think.
the next morning.
Right, we got to do a couple of rests before we're done with this like redo segment. If I'm remembering correctly, if it
Saying
turns
I
out.
can't long rest. I cannot fast travel right now.
Walk a little. Oh no, you're already right there. You're fine.
I brought my own paring knife, and now I just need some ingredients, and...
Oh yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna
We
make
found another
something
kid.
really good, I promise.
I forgot about them.
Why would you forget about Yenna?
Wanna play pretend? You and me. Let's imagine.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot. Okay,
I
this
get to
scene. Yep.
live 15
And also because we have not
years.
streamed in
We have a
a
whole
while,
life ahead of
frankly.
us.
Yeah.
What do we do?
That
now
one.
you're talking. Faerun is so big, and we've barely scratched the surface. I've always wanted to square up against a hill giant. With two of us, we might even stand a chance. Damn it. I wish I had a longer road ahead of me.
And
want to
also,
walk
you
it
know,
with you.
with this particular conversation, it does also kind of like, I feel like it resonates
I'm
a
not really
lot with
tough enough
people
to face
who might
any of
have
this,
like
you know?
terminal illnesses.
I'm scared
You know, it's like
shitless.
she's daydreaming about the life
But
she wished she could have,
there's
and
a
like the
courage in
jealousy
me
she
I
has
never
that other
knew I
people can
had.
live.
I fucking guess, but like for the 100th time, that's
thought I
not how
was
an engine
false.
works.
Never scared of a fight.
You're really
of the
stuck on
future,
that magic engine.
But dying has taught me
Because
so
that
much.
makes no
There's no courage
sense.
in
It's a
All you-
magic
There's
engine
courage in being
in
fucking
your
terrified but
chest.
still going forward.
It's too cold in this universe for the engine to
Still
work. That does
trying.
not make sense.
No,
Literally,
that's
all
not
you
what
had
it
to do,
is.
all you had to do to
We're
fix
going
it
to save
is
the
it's like,
city.
oh, it runs on
Together.
shit that's only in
It's going to
hell.
be the
That's it.
last
Make it so the
thing
soul
I
coins are something you have to keep giving her to keep her alive. That's it. That makes it work, and it makes it believable instantaneously. That's all.
Jameson, that's not what it was. The fucking thing is that the engine runs too hot
That's
in
the
this
spirit,
plane.
soldier.
Okay,
It's not
how does it
too
be?
cold.
I've got
It's
the
that
rest of
it
my
is
life ahead
not
of
the
me,
right
and a lot to
conditions
do
for it to
before I
function
go.
on this plane of reality.
Okay, how does it being in hell make it not a problem?
He'd hate to hear me say
Because
this,
it's
but
a
I'm
different
so
plane
fucking
of
proud
reality
Astarion.
where it's meant to
He
fucking run.
could have had it all, but he
I
kept
don't-
his
I don't-
soul instead.
I don't care. That does not make
Sure, he
sense.
had it
I
in him,
think
but
you're
he's
being a little insane on that, but that's fine.
Hey. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You need... Let's hop.
If we try to start a car in sub-zero temperatures, it won't work. Karlak's already started, unfortunately. That doesn't really work.
Not necessarily. Shit can still malfunction if it's very cold, but whatever. Like, I just, that, I just don't think you know how engines work.
I should probably start getting used to the shadows again. Who knows how long I have left in the sun? I know. Doesn't mean it stings any less. Maybe never seeing the sun again is just the price of freedom. I think I do. Assuming we survive, of course, because a horrible death is always just around the corner with you.
You have no
There's
idea, Mr. Starion.
something I'd like to show you, if that's all right. Something out in the city. This way.
So if
It's
you
not
were to
far.
like fast travel like 1,000,000 miles away instead of camping not anywhere near the city, do you still get this scene and it's just implied that it just takes you miles away?
There
Yes.
isn't a proverbial soul.
Because you're
Awesome.
in Baldur's Gate for Act 3, so you're in the city.
Oh, there's like no way we could go back to like some other far off bullshit place.
Yeah.
Okay.
You couldn't wait 10 seconds before being an absolute freak.
The worst part is Salem will just randomly respond to shit by going hot, like, all the time. You guys know that. Why am I saying that?
I just love the way he says it, and like,
Like, not upset, just vaguely
Yeah.
disappointed.
he gets it.
I wish
200 years. And I never came back.
Also, I mentioned this in the original first run
Not
of
since
this.
the night I woke up down there.
When he
I had to
died, when you
punch a hole
translate
in a
what's on his
coffin
stone,
And claw my way
he was
through
39
6
years
feet
old
of
in
dirt.
elf years.
Which is
And
like
when I
nothing.
finally
Which
broke
is
the
a
surface,
baby,
rich
pretty
like
much.
dirt,
Because I'm pretty
Not
sure in
like a baby
D&D,
baby, but like teen to young adult.
not
Cazador
even,
was
I'm
not
pretty sure in Elf, in
From that day on,
D&D,
I was
you
hooked.
literally live to be like 1,000 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
until today.
So he's a child. You're fucking a kid.
No.
It doesn't wipe away the stain he left on the world, though. For nearly 2 centuries,
They stay alive long. They
I
don't, I'm
stalked
pretty
the
sure, like,
streets
mental
like a
maturity,
ghost.
this is the best Asterian's ever gonna get.
The person I was lay here, dead and buried. Now I need to figure out who I am. What I want.
Also, I mentioned this when we first saw this scene. I refuse to believe Asterion is strong enough, especially at level 1, when he would have been reawoken, to punch through a coffin and dig through 6 feet of dirt with his bare hands.
I like to think Cazador just kind
pain
of dug a
and
little bit
misery.
just to help him out. And just left enough dirt for, like, a dramatic effect.
You cared.
Like, super loose dirt. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't even 6 feet, it was like
yeah,
maybe
it's
a
enough
foot at
dirt to
best.
remember
Thing to
being
do.
traumatizing, clawing your way through,
feel
but it wasn't, like,
Safe with you.
really 6 feet of dirt.
Seen.
This is
What
also
did
one
the
of the
future
cutest
hold for
fucking
me?
scenes, in my opinion.
Is this the one where your character's
I
gonna
don't want to
grow
lose
like a
that.
foot because they couldn't get the animations to line up properly again?
I don't think so.
I think it is. Or maybe I'm thinking of Halsey.
Thank you. Well, I should probably fix this. Cute. I've been dead in the ground for long enough. It's time to try living again. With everything that life has to offer. If a night of passion is an offer,
Man, that grass is directly in the way.
could be
Oh, the
persuaded.
camera in this game is god awful.
They've been trying to, like, fix it. It, believe it or not, used to be kind
They're
of
failing.
worse.
How? Was this made in the Mario 64 engine? What do you mean?
You know, I didn't
This
care
part's
for
my
you when we
favorite.
first met,
He's like,
but I do now. Being with you
When I
is
first met
about
you,
more
I thought you were
than
weird and annoying.
lust or
And
manipulating
you
into a
are.
tactical alliance.
But then you
I
grew
love
on me
you.
like some sort of weird deformed wart.
I love this,
Probably both of them,
and I want
probably.
it all.
And I also mentioned this in the original one. If you get the free cam mod, he does this super hot leg thing at this point.
Which will not work on your character because he is like a third taller than you at best.
I know, but like, damn.
Like
that
brother
leg
is.
thing should be seen. It should be. It's not fair.
That's nice. He's yeah, that's nice. You're currently wrapped around like his fucking rib cage.
Yep.
So like.
I'm koalaing. Koalaing?
God, it's like watching someone chalk up a pool cue.
It's disgusting. He's cackling in the other room. It's not coming through Discord. All right.
Do we rest again?
Yes, but I have to talk to him first.
It feels ridiculous to still be thinking about Cazador. He's gone. I'm here. I won. But I still keep reliving everything that happened.
Brother, you killed him yesterday. It's all right. Take
Yeah,
some
and
time to process.
playing it over in your mind over and over and over again as a trauma survivor, that shit kind of never stops.
I have to hope so. And if not, at least there's only so much damage they can do in the Underdark.
Pretty sure those
That
Myconid
first
guys don't
freedom
have
can
blood,
be
so.
intoxicating. I didn't always make the best decisions when I first tasted it. They'll need guidance. No. Much as I'd like to become a lord ruling over the Underdark's vampire spawn, we have unfinished business with the Mind Flayers. After that, who knows? Everything that happened to those spawn is my fault. In a way. I suppose that's the less convenient side of freedom. Having to live with the choices you made.
It would be kind of badass if they made a Baldur's Gate 4 and you go in the Underdark and there's just like a sprawling vampire kingdom.
On offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was.
Because like if they're okay with bringing back characters from Baldur's Gate 2 for this game, this dude's gonna be in every Baldur's Gate game ever made. Like
someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you. You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. And I get to share it with you as a partner. An equal. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know.
I love how they reference that first thing you get with him. With that.
I won't forget it.
I think there's another thing he says.
Precious little Bal babe.
Now that's a slur. That is 1,000% a slur.
Oh, I love that. That's like one of my favorites. Precious
Like,
little ball, babe.
That is 100% a slur.
Now's as good a time as any.
Oh right, you try to break up with him a bit.
Oh, I did?
I think you did that right after. No, actually, that might have been later. You might have already done that. That's fine. We don't need to do that.
But, well, I do appreciate the thought.
So
nothing special, of course.
Let's do this because I do not remember what we did and didn't do after this. because we might have gotten those scenes with like Halsey and shit
All right, let's
after this, like in a stream that was like fine. Let's do like 1 or 2 more rests. If we get the scenes, great. If not, then obviously we didn't get them yet and we're good.
I'd like more.
So after you're done doing this,
Well, I
let's rest
mean,
again.
after you unlock the whole part of his story, you do get new animations.
I know.
Depending if you're good or bad.
You've mentioned it.
Yep.
A lot.
Well, it goes for any character, not just him.
I do rather like that, you know?
Okay, so... Because, hold on, does Karlak have, like, an exclamation point on her head? Because I feel like, I'm thinking about it now, I think that happened afterwards because we were in the middle of, like, other shit. That might have happened when we were trying to fight Cazador the first time. Because I remember we were in the middle of, like, something that was annoying the fuck out of me, and I was like, God, this game's tone, what the fuck? You know?
And I am glad. The city, you mean, with all its noise, smoke.
But, like, that wouldn't make sense if we just wrap this up. So I'm trying to remember
Still,
now.
though, this place crawls with life.
Pepper is screaming at the door.
Little of it flourishes.
I know, but she can't come in here right now.
My
Refugees
poor
unhoused,
baby.
the destitute
Pepper.
unwanted, orphans
Papa
unloved.
won't
The
let
city
you
is
in.
like
No, because I don't want her ruining a stream they're already trying to salvage out of nothing.
light and nourishment.
How is she gonna ruin a stream?
She likes to play. So you know how that little table I have for the computer tower has like the little shelf under it? Her favorite thing in the world to do is to sit on that shelf and throw her mouse back and forth under the table, which is directly where all my cables are.
Listen to me. Preaching like an initiate.
If she was playing with Beans on the other part of the room, I wouldn't care. But he's dead asleep in the corner.
Yes, I hope so. But we have a battle to win before any of that. Oakfather preserve you.
Do you need me to, like, take Karlak out of the party so you can grab him in case of what you need to
Oakfather
do?
preserve you.
Maybe?
You are a mortal child of Baal.
Maybe do...
Unwieldy number. You must cut someone loose before I can join you.
Yeah, do that.
Ready at your side.
And then do the holding up in my estimations bit, maybe? Maybe that's what you did?
Oakfather preserve you. I've been unfair to you.
No, because
but
we've done
honestly,
Okay, so I guess we probably got those scenes at a later point, then.
I think it's at night.
Oh,
Or no, because
yeah.
it was when we left for him.
Was it when we left?
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing else for us to do, though. We did
there
everything.
might be a greater sense of unnatural steel beings, but is this? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes the Shadow Druid's desire to separate nature from all this seems pragmatic, not fanatical. I do. But at times like this, it can feel like an impossible dream. I was harsh on myself before. On my leadership of the Grove, the decisions I made. Perhaps too harsh, considering this place.
Oh god.
Oakfather preserve you.
That's weird. He's not doing like the relationship stuff.
Maybe we just got it at a later point, then. Like I was saying, I think we
Well,
might
normally I
be...
could still give him like a smooch or something. Do another long rest, because I'm pretty sure you did have Karlak after.
long rest. Yes. Let me
check on the lad.
Let me go see...
Yeah,
if
because
Karlak
now he has a
the
thing
flip.
above his head.
Well, I'll talk to him.
I never quite realized how burdened I was.
Swear to God.
Until I met
gotta
you.
go deal with a rat.
The threat of the Shadow Curse. The politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You. I
Oh, okay, here we go.
You.
Yeah.
I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers.
Yeah, there's gonna be like over an hour. Maybe this will just have to be its own thing.
Well, I figured we'll take intermission when we're all done, and it'll be about halfway.
But it does now.
No, but that's what I mean. Like instead of stitching it to the other video, like I was hoping, because I thought that fight was gonna take like 2 rounds on easy mode, like when we did the other thing. But I mean that's fine. It's whatever. We're getting done. What we need to get done.
I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way.
So adorable.
Once the power of the shadow curse was broken, the connection was undeniable. We both felt it. But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter.
I love that he immediately backpedals. The connection was undeniable. We both felt it. If you're cool with that, I guess.
Yeah. And I will accidentally skip the Astarion thing like I did in the other one, so. There's like a specific line that I'm trying to remember.
If there is to be anything between us,
I also don't like how he smells him on me.
And perhaps someday, his participation.
I would say he's being like dramatic, but like it's Halls and he might be being completely genuine.
Perhaps someday his participation.
Some treat their relationships like a walled garden. Tidy, tamed, cut off from the world. That is their right, but it is not for me.
Isn't like Gale the only monogamous character in this game?
No.
Desire flourishes wherever it
Who
finds
else?
purchase.
I thought most of these characters were pretty down to clown.
It has its place,
a lot of
but
them are, but
it is
not
for
all of
me.
them.
The wolf
I just
makes
know
for
Gale
life,
isn't because he
but the
refers to
bear
me. I am
roams
not a
free
piece of
and
bread to be
partners as its
shared.
instinct dictates.
Yeah, no, that makes
I must
sense
stay
for
true to
Gale,
my
I
nature,
think.
And you to yours.
Yeah.
Perhaps
But
you
then
I can do
also
some good-
his astral
I can do some good.
projection scene. I don't know. But I guess it's several versions of himself.
Take your time.
Yeah. Yeah,
I have to go talk to the lad.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say. I was wondering when you're going to ask me about this. The druid is unique.
God damn it! I picked the
He has
wrong
lots
one
of
again.
experience with this type of arrangement.
Yeah.
Thus, I'm sure it would be quite a harmless affair.
Okay, apparently
I trust
the
you to
best
make
answer I can
choices that are not
find
going to hurt what we have.
is
After all this, I've realized it's all right.
origin characters are never willing to have polyamorous relationships with each other. Period.
Right on with Halsin. Far be it from me to hold your hunger.
Shadowheart and Astarion are willing to have poly relationships with non-origin companions, including Halsin, Minthara, and character we haven't met yet, I don't think. Or, wait, or maybe that's a character we could have had. Who the fuck's Mazora again?
Mazora is Will's patron.
Oh, right, yeah, her. Yep, Wait, why the fuck?
Yeah, you can fuck Mazora.
Does that automatically, like, make Will leave the fucking party? Because it
Yes.
should. Okay, good.
Somehow I am not the least part surprised, but I am glad. Now we will have each other, but not just each other. Our hearts are free to roam, together or apart.
See, I'm not
As
saying it
nature
doesn't make
designed.
sense for, like, Halsin and Astarion to be, like, down.
The feeling
But,
is
like,
more than mutual.
I don't know. I could believe, like, Lae'zel wouldn't give a fuck.
But do not expect
Lae'zel, I think it depends who it is.
Not from what I'm reading here, but maybe this is out of date. They could have obviously updated and changed that. I feel like I could imagine Lae'zel's, like, whole warrior race thing literally boiling down to fuck as much as you can. You never know when you're going to die. Like, you know. Maybe I'm being a dick. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
It's Mazora.
Is it? Oh, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Karlak who wanted to talk. Okay, we're good. Yeah, no, go to bed. Bedtime. We must have gotten mine, like, after then.
Hee hee.
Yeah, congrats, babe. You get to see this shit again.
Fuck yeah.
This is the one. This is the one where your model literally elongates,
Yes.
and it's so funny.
Yeah, this is the one that my model... I get picked up like a fucking...
You get picked up, but they still make you grow, like, a foot.
I fucking love Halson's, though. Like, when he's a person, obviously. But, like, the bear one is hilarious with the fucking squirrel.
The bear thing is funny.
It's so funny.
Yes, you are. And you're perfect. I'm almost frightened to touch you. If I give in, I may not be able to stop until I've devoured you.
Ayo Vor?
Ayo?
Ayo. I feel bad for people who are into shit like that. Because, like, how do you bring that up with, like, your partner, and also how do you even act on it, you know?
As I do you.
Like...
But nevertheless, I will be gentle.
Did he die? Oh, okay.
Or at least, I will try.
Right, I forgot he knew the Nakify spell.
Crow. I always forget how long this scene is.
Jeezum Crow? What are you, like 85?
I forgot we had the nudity thing, so we have to leave.
I fully believe he should just have that anyway. It's Halsey.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. He's absolutely hung compared to everyone else. Just saying.
That's nice, dear. Man, you were like 80% vain.
Just as nature intended.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing nature intended about this person, Halsey.
This made me cry laughing so hard the first time I saw this. I was like, are you joking? No. The bear to me eyes. That's fucked, man. Could you imagine every time you get a boner you turn into a bear?
Lost the run
That's
of myself.
rough shit.
Yeah. Sometimes, if blood runs hot enough, it's difficult to tame the beast. Ugh.
I love how embarrassed he is.
Wouldn't you be?
I mean, yeah, but it's still adorable from coming from Halsey. Where's the tree?
There it is.
I'm like not on it though. I'm like floating above it.
Yeah, because your model's too fucking small, because they did not properly make most of these scenes.
Yeah! Cunnilingus, boys! Sorry.
Yeah, again, you are not that tall.
No, I'm not.
Like, your legs are not that fucking
there.
long.
Maybe put a rock there. I'm just standing on a rock.
Oh yeah, it's the most romantic thing a man can do for his lover. Push a boulder up against a tree.
I mean, he did just eat the character out and then just go like,
like
more
8
super
seconds.
breathlessly, like, hello.
It's like 8
Book
seconds.
talk, take notes.
Yeah. Why is this scene still going?
I forget how long this is. But it's the only one you get with him. Unless you do the fucking orgy with the twins.
Ah, yes.
But it's not even really a scene. It's literally, like, screen to black.
Right. God, that would be a nightmare. The way models just fucking bounce against each other in this fucking game, watching like 6 of them just do that, that'd be a nightmare.
Wild.
Okay. Should we try headed to nighttime one last time to make sure we didn't miss anything?
Yep.
Okay. And then I think... Oh, I hit leave camp on accident. And then I think we're good. I think. After that, I think we have salvaged everything.
This thing.
Yeah, we saw this. We did this
I
too.
shall cleave the truth from you like flesh from a doer.
Help me! She's gone mad!
But 4 is so much funnier.
Stay out of this. She is mine to purge. I saw her. She slipped into camp in the form of a woman and shifted into this abomination. She tried to silence me and hide her deception.
I didn't do anything!
Her wits are about her. She knows we outnumber her. Say your farewells, Nivukrim.
I heard the bad dice roll. Another bad dice roll.
No, that was good.
You turn on me to save this ignorant whelp. Do I mean so little to you?
A little bit. So, like, what was her plan? Like, if she killed the kid, like, then she'd have to, like then what? Like, how does that help?
It's literally for her to just fucking murder.
Like, just to fuck with you?
Yep.
Netherstone you seek, little piggy. Hush, hush.
You know her entire outfit is made of old, rotting flesh.
Wow. This game was actually designed by a 13-year-old, I swear.
Halson's pissed.
So eager to feel me drain its life away.
She's literally a child of a murder god. Yeah, and that's a 13-year-old fucking sentence.
Not.
You are not yet
You're
ready.
dealing with 3 gods that have to do with death.
What religion has 3 separate murder gods?
Well, you have the god of tyranny, the god of murder, and what was Kethric again?
I will not slice.
Kethric.
Her kind die too.
Why am I blanking?
Tyranny has nothing to do with... I mean, tyranny usually causes death.
It does cause death.
A child of ball.
And I made this joke before. There is no reason, like, at least 2 or 3 of the characters should not be just walking up behind her and attacking her. Like, not even from, like, a pragmatic standpoint, I mean from an in-character standpoint. Like, there's no reason Astarion should not be trying to knife this bitch right now.
Shred each other on his unholy soil. But not yet. Not
This
until
voice
my
actress
king
is really
proves
great at
worthy.
sounding absolutely
The
fucking
tyrant
unhinged.
Gortash must be slaughtered.
She's in a lot of
His
Resident Evil
Netherstone
stuff too.
must be taken.
Yeah, isn't this just Lady Dimitrescu? Am I thinking of a different person?
Yeah, it is.
The tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure.
Dusk with the resub. 41 months, so many,
Damn.
goddamn. Thank you, bud, appreciate you.
Bring me his stone.
You came just in time for, like, intermission, I think.
Only then can the duel begin. My bloodkin and I will create exquisite carnage. The victor will set the world to slaughter.
Does this bitch bring bacon? Basically.
She's wearing old flesh.
It also causes the country slave class, so he's not a part of the Falling Empire 3. What a shitty trio to be a part of. So yes, yeah, basically. It could be bacon, if we hit her without fire spells.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble. I beg your forgiveness for such undue.
Oh yeah, right, we talked to her, didn't we?
From now on,
I think that was the
promise
last
him
thing
the
we
same
did.
measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Will
The Falling
sold
Empire is a
his
sick alternate
father's
name for the
life
treasures
for
of
his
Rue.
freedom. My mistake.
We got to like the end of this game and the last boss was Chi-Yu. I'd fucking shit myself.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Okay. I think we have officially fixed the timeline. I think we've done it. I think Trunks would be proud.
You have nothing with Karlak?
Nope, not a thing. So I guess that must have happened like later or something.
So
but
Jameson
honestly,
getting pegged is lost forever.
I think that must have happened in like a later stream then, because there's no reason it wouldn't be popping up now.
I think it was literally when you were switching out for Halsin.
Right.
In fact, hold
yeah.
on.
Yeah, you know what?
Give
I
me
think
a
you're right.
second.
I think that was during the lead up.
I still have that save file. Give me a sec.
No. That part was not lost, Salem. Like, you don't need to do that.
It wasn't
Like,
lost?
that was no. The lead up of us trying to fight Cazador and failing for like 3 fucking hours is unfortunately perfectly preserved. It was only our successful attempt and the like scenes right after. We are done. We can get back to what we were doing. My level 20 paladin, my god, watching me this last fight. She, you, 252 best deck choice.
Damn.
Alright, so let's take a little break so I know where to cut this, and then we can get back to actually making progress. I'm sorry, again, Twitch like ate the fucking VOD, and I didn't want us to lose literally the culmination of an entire character story arc.
Yeah. It might be a slightly longer intermission, so don't worry, but we're definitely...
Yeah, don't go nowhere, don't touch that dial. We are,
Why is his eyes glowing? Oh, it's
Are
because
we...
he's happy.
This is... Yeah, this is correct, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I have level 4 spell slots and shit.
Loose your heart,